Hello viewers, this is Ivan Travis Online TV. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are having our political analyst. He's going to introduce himself. Today we are going to speak about African Union Commission and the story that is trending now about Raila Odinga leaving the Kenyan politics and joining the African Union Commission as he wants to vie as the chairperson. You know, the political analyst over here is going to tell us and is going to enlighten us about that. So, and his views is going to share also. So continue watching, and if it is your first time over here, consider subscribing. Let's just go straight into it. Welcome, sir.
So much, Mr. Ivan, for giving me this opportunity. My name is GK Mutoria. I am a political science and public administration student at the Kenyan University. I am a political analyst, governance and public policy expert. Today we want to understand what is the role of the AU Commission, or what is the AU. The African Union, it is a union which is a mini government of the African continent, meaning that each and every 55 countries in the African continent are under the African Union. So right now we have a difference in the AU Commission and the AU itself. The African Union chair position, it is held by a head of state who is elected by the heads of states, all the 55 heads of state, and he has a 1-year term to serve. It is rotational around the continent. But what is the AU Commission chair role? The AU Commission chair position is held by a citizen of one of the nations in the African continent. But he serves a 2 term of 4 years each. So meaning that we have elections come 2025 next year. And so we must understand that the African Union Commission chair is the head of the commission. He will be heading that commission so that there is a clear leadership and strategy. And so we must understand that the majority of the votes must go to that citizen who has fight to be in that position. And I want to take a little bit of time to explain to you how the current chair of African Union Commission came into power. His name is Musa Faki Mahamat. Musa Faki is a lawyer. First of all, we must understand that he had met the requirements of the AU Commission chair position. He is a lawyer. He has experience in governance for over 20 years. He was the Prime Minister of Chad. He was the Cabinet Minister for Foreign Affairs. So what I'm trying to elaborate to you is that the AU chair, the current one, was elected in 2017. After the election, our very own daughter, Amina Mohammed, was flaunted by this nation and the head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. But her bid was unsuccessful. So she could not be the chair of the commission. Musa Faki won, and now we have him as the chair. In 2021, there was an election. He won 51 votes out of 55. So we must understand the majority and the numbers matters. The AU commission, the commission is formed of a secretariat. We know that the chairperson will have a deputy chair. Right now we have Monique, Her Excellency. She comes from Rwanda. We have the 6 commissioners who form the secretariat of the AU Commission. We understand that their role is to align the countries in Africa with the agendas of the African Union. For example, we have the Africa Agenda 2063. The Africa Agenda 2063 is an agenda that each and every African nation is fighting to achieve. And so we have to elaborate we have to acknowledge that we are a continent, but we have unity. So the Agenda 63, we must scrap off the passport, as His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, our President, said. The passports, the visas in African nations must be scrapped off. Free trade, we must silence Excellency, retired Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga, vying for that position. Remember, we have until May 2024 for this year. The names of those vying for that position are going to be surrendered to the Commission. So we must know the history of Raila Amolo Odinga. Who is he? Raila Amolo Odinga was born in 1935. He attended Kisumu Primary. He went to Marana High School, top-notch schools, because his father was the vice president of this nation. And then he went to Harder University. He went to Mantabari University. And he even has a master's in engineering. So we must respect him, even if he's in opposition. And so, His Excellency Raila Odinga is a person to look out for. You can see our great president, His Excellency William Ruto, flaunting to be the next chair of the commission. And so Raila has been there for a very long time. He has over 20 years experience in government. He has been a minister for transport. He has been the prime minister. So we must understand the factor of Raila in this competition. William Ruto, His Excellency, is behind Raila Odinga. And so we see Honorable, the former Vice President and the current Prime Cabinet Secretary, saying that they will assemble the machine campaign for Raila Odinga. And I agree with it, because Raila has fought for this nation, and one of us being in that position will ensure that development is coming to a nation, because he is the final say in that commission. And so we must understand that Raila Odinga is a person to look out for. The rules are that citizen who wants to become the African Union Chairperson Commission must be presented by the head of state of that nation. For example, William Ruto has done it, His Excellency. That is a great gesture, saying that we have Raila for this position. But I want to ask myself, what about the impact of Raila going for that position? So we understand that, Mr. Ivan, we understand that the moment Raila becomes the chairperson of that commission, ODM will not, or Azimi will lose its head. And so we look at the fact of Kalonzo, because Kalonzo, we hear he wants to be president. But I want to remind you, Mr. Ivan, that 2007 Kalonzo vying to be president, but he did not win. In 2013, he joined Raila. 2017, joined Raila. 2022, joined Raila. So in 2027, I see him vying for election. But I want to remind you, Mr. Ivan, in political science, we say that a day in politics is like another day. So I want to tell you, Mr. Ivan, that the ANA chairperson position is very important in the politics of our nation. Because when Raila loses that position, it means that he's back in the politics of Kenya. But remember the age factor. He is old. You know, he cannot move to the general election again. He does not have that much energy. So I think there is a generational change in politics in both the opposition and the government. Thank you very much.
Yes, viewers, I hope you have earned and you have learned something about AU Commission, that is the African Union Commission. And just share your views in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Consider sharing this video. See you next time. Bye bye. This is Ivan Travis, Online TV.